Alright guys, now if you have the brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8, today I'm going to show you some amazing quality of life settings that everybody needs to change on your phone that's going to give you a better user experience and just make using your phone much easier and overall a better experience. Now the first thing we're going to do is make it easier to unlock, because depending on how you're using your phone or how you're holding it, you might use your thumb to unlock it, or maybe if you're holding it with your opposite hand, you're going to use your middle or index finger to unlock it. So what we're going to do is actually map extra fingerprints in order to make it easier to unlock our phone no matter how we're holding it. Now to do that, we're going to go into our phone settings, swipe down to security and privacy, select screen lock and biometrics. Then in here, select fingerprints, and up here you will see all of your fingerprint profiles that you've created. Now you can have up to 4 or 5 fingerprint profiles. So if you only have one fingerprint profile up here, definitely go ahead and add more just to make it easier to use your phone. And I'm actually going to go ahead and hit add fingerprint and add my middle finger on the other hand, because sometimes I actually hold my phone like this and it's easier to unlock my phone with my middle finger. So I'm just going to hit register. And a quick trick, you don't have to keep tapping your finger like this. You can actually just kind of roll your finger around the sensor and you can see it is registering that fingerprint, which is a much better way to do it. So go ahead and do that on your phone. And you can see we're all done. And there you go, we're gonna test it. And there you go, you can see the fingerprint is now registered. And I have all of these 3 fingerprint profiles. So now I can easily unlock my phone no matter how I am holding it. All right guys, the next thing we're gonna do is make our phone feel faster. And to do that, we are going to increase the animation speeds of our phone. And your animation speeds is pretty much what you see every time you're navigating around your system UI or you're opening and closing applications. These animation speeds can actually be made faster, and that will make your phone feel faster. And to do that, we're gonna go back into our phone's settings, swipe down to about phone, go to software information, and look for your build number and just tap on it a whole bunch of times until you get an option for your PIN or password. And when you enter your PIN or password, you will unlock developer options down here at the bottom of your main settings page. So go into here, and when you're in here, search for something called window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animator duration scale. Now just tap into here, and by default is going to be set to 1x. You can see I've already switched mine to 0.5. So go ahead on your phone and switch all 3 of these to 0.5x. And basically all of your animations and interactions with your phone are going to be faster, and that's going to make your phone feel faster. All right, now if you are the type of person who doesn't want to answer calls from unknown numbers, but you still don't want to maybe miss some important phone calls, maybe you're applying for jobs online, or you're just expecting a call from a contractor or somebody, but you also don't want to accidentally answer a scam call, well, there's a setting on your phone that you can change that will help you with that. So what you want to do is open up your phone app, go to the 3 dots up here, select settings, and right up here at the top, you'll see an option for call screening. So essentially with this enabled, your phone's AI assistant will now answer the calls for you and ask the person the reason for their call. And when they start talking back, you will actually see the full transcript on your phone, and you can see who is calling, why they're calling you, or if it's a spam number, and you can make the decision of whether you want to answer the call or reject it. And while we're on the topic of scam callers, there's actually a setting on your phone that you can enable to screen out and block spam callers automatically. Now to do this, we're going to go back into our phone settings, tap on the 3 dots up here, go to settings, and now scroll down to caller ID and spam protection, and go ahead and enable this feature. And then down here, you can see there's an option for block spam and scam calls. We're going to go ahead and enable it. Your phone will use the HIA service to run any calls that are calling you through a database of known spam callers. And if that number matches a scam or spam call, your phone will block that call and make sure it doesn't come through to you. And after this is enabled, let's actually go back one to the settings, go to scam detection and enable this feature. And now what your phone is going to do is listen to the phone call, and if it sounds like what you're getting is a scam call and somebody is trying to like steal your money or your information, it's actually going to detect that and give you a warning that this might be a scam and to be careful about what information you're giving out. So this is definitely a really great feature if you have maybe elderly people in your family and they have a Samsung phone. Definitely go through here and enable some of these features just to keep them protected. All right guys, now the next thing that you're going to want to do on your Galaxy phone is protect it, because you paid a lot of money for this phone, and the last thing you want to do is drop it and dent it or scratch it. And lucky for you, today's sponsor, AULUMU, has got you covered. Now, what I really like about this case is that it's extremely thin at only 1.25 millimeters and only weighs 31 grams. But despite how thin and light it is very sturdy and offers really great protection without making your phone feel ridiculously bulky. And that's a big deal, especially for the Fold 8, because Samsung has put a lot of work into making this phone thin and light. And the last thing you want to do is slap a bulky case on it to negate all of Samsung's hard work. Now, it's made from this 1500D woven armored fiber, which which I don't know what any of that means, but it definitely makes your phone look really nice. And it also gives it this really nice soft texture that feels great in the hand while still offering great protection. And I can't lie, the overall design of this case looks really cool. It looks futuristic and definitely fits the fold aesthetic really well. You also get a raised aluminum alloy frame around the camera, which gives your lenses a little bit extra protection, which I definitely appreciate. But one of the more interesting parts of this is AULUMU's Cool Hyper system, which is a passive thermal design built into the case that's meant to help dissipate heat and just helps it stay nice and cool no matter what you're doing. And of course, you still get MagSafe compatibility, so you can snap on magnetic accessories like AULUMU's G09 360-degree rotating stand or any other accessories you have like power banks or stands. So if you want to check out AULUMU's ultra slim armored fiber case or pick one up for yourself, I'll leave a link for you guys down in the description below. Alright guys, now this next quality of life feature is one of my favorite things to enable. I do this on all of my Galaxy phones, and this is actually a two-step process. And the first thing that we're going to do is go back into those phone settings, and we're going to swipe down to where it says answering and ending calls. Go to read caller names aloud and enable this feature and set it to always, and then also select read caller names twice. And now what your phone is going to do is anytime that you get a phone call, it is going to read the name of the person who is calling you out loud on the speakerphone, so that if you are not near your phone, you will actually be able to hear. If it's your mom or if it's one of your friends, it will say the name of the contact in your phone out loud. And now the next thing that we're going to do once this is enabled is we're going to go ahead and look for the Bixby app on our phone. This should come installed on your Galaxy phone, but if you don't have it, go ahead and install it from the Play Store and then long press on that Bixby app, go to Bixby settings, and we're going to look for something called Talk to Bixby Without Wake Up, and go ahead and enable this feature. And now with these two settings enabled, what's going to happen is anytime that you get a phone call, your phone will say the name of the person who is calling you out loud, and you will be able to use your voice to answer or reject the call. And this is definitely really useful if you're maybe, you know, washing the dishes or gardening and your hands are dirty and you don't want to touch your phone, but you also don't want to miss the phone call. You can just say answer phone and it will pick up the phone for you. And the best part is because it knows that you're using your voice to answer the phone call and your hands are probably dirty, it will actually answer the phone call on speakerphone so that the other person can actually hear you and you don't have to put the phone up to your ear and hold it. All right guys, now one of the most annoying things with phones is having to deal with notifications that you don't care about. Well, your Galaxy phone has an amazing feature that is exclusive to Samsung phones that will help you manage your notifications so that you only get the things that you care about. Now the setting is disabled by default, so what we're going to do is go into our phone settings, go to notifications, select advanced settings, and down here at the bottom you'll see an option for manage notification categories for each app. This will be disabled by default, so go ahead and enable it. And now what you'll be able to do is manage specific notification categories on an app by app basis. So to show you how this works, let's use Instagram as an example. We're going to long press on Instagram, hit this little eye icon right here, select notifications, and down at the bottom you'll see an option for notification categories. And now you can see that we have a little checkbox for every individual notification type that you can get from Instagram. And you can see there's a lot of really annoying marketing stuff in here, like shopping drops, product announcements. I don't care about any of that. You can also stop getting notified about every time you get a like on a photo or a video, because that can definitely get really annoying. So just go through here and disable whatever you don't care about and only leave enabled things that you do care about. And now anytime you get a notification from Instagram, you'll know that it's something that you actually care about. And what's really great about this is you can set up your notification categories for any application on your phone, whether it's YouTube, Reddit, your Gmail, TikTok. All you need to do is just long press on the app, tap on the little eye, go to the notifications, select notification categories, and you can go ahead and disable anything that you don't care about so that now you're only going to get notifications about whatever is important to you. All right, guys, now if anybody ever wants to use your phone to maybe watch a Netflix movie or a YouTube show, or maybe you have kids and they want to watch YouTube Kids, but you don't want them to be able to leave that app and then just go snooping through all of your personal data or just using your phone to do something else, there's actually a really cool setting on your Galaxy phone that you can enable to stop that from happening. And what you want to do is go into your phone settings, hit on the little search right here, and look for Pin App, and then enable this feature that says allow apps to be pinned. So now if anybody wants to use your phone to watch a YouTube video, you can open up the YouTube app for them, go into the background tasks, select the YouTube logo, and there's an option here for pin to screen. And when you select this, you can see that the app is now pinned to your screen. So you can hand your phone over and they can do whatever it is they want within the YouTube app. They can watch any videos that they want, but they will not be able to leave the app. You can see if they try to swipe up, it doesn't go away. If they try to swipe down into your notifications, nothing happens. And if they try to swipe sideways to exit the app, they can't do that. The only way way to exit the app is to swipe up and hold. And you can see it's going to take you to your lock screen. And if they want to access your phone, they will need your PIN, password, or to be able to authenticate using your fingerprint, which obviously they will not be able to do. And if I authenticate and unlock my phone, you can see it unlocks, goes back to YouTube, but now I will be able to leave that app and go back to using my phone normally. All right, guys, now for this next quality of life setting, what we're going to do is improve the call quality on our phone. Now, to do this, you will need to be on a phone call. So go ahead and call somebody or have them call you. And then all you need to do is just swipe from the top twice. And you'll see an option here for mic mode. And by default, it's going to be set to standard. But go ahead and change it to voice focus and tap done. And now what's going to happen is anytime that you are on a phone call, if there's any background noise going on around you, your phone will suppress all of those background noises. So if you're walking by a highway or there's construction going on around you, it will bring down all of those noises around you and only focus on your voice so that the person who is talking to you isn't constantly asking you to repeat yourself because it's too loud around you. All right, guys, now because this is a folding phone, there's a really cool setting that you should know about that will allow you to continue whatever you're doing on your inner display on your outer display whenever you close your phone. So you can actually change the behavior of this. So what we're going to do is go into our phone settings, go to display, and then swipe down until you see continue apps on cover screen right over here. And you can see by default it's set to never, but you can set it to always or swipe up to continue app. So let me show you what's going to happen now. Let's say I am maybe watching a YouTube video on my inner display. I'm going to start this video right here. And now let's say I'm just watching this video and maybe, you know, I want to close my phone and continue this on the lock screen. When I do that, you can see that the video gets transferred to my cover screen and I can continue watching it from here. It doesn't stop or close the app. It will just continue. And you can see if I open it up again, it will transfer back to that bigger display. And this will also work with other applications. So we can maybe open up Instagram. Let's say I'm just scrolling through Instagram. I can close this and you can see that it's going to get transferred to my cover display and I can continue interacting with the app right there. Now, this is definitely a really cool feature, but maybe you don't want this happening all the time. You want to select when you want these apps to transfer. So we're going to go back into display. We're going to go back to continue on cover screen, and we're going to set this to swipe up to continue app. And now what you're going to be able to do is, let's say we'll go back to Instagram. If you are using your phone and you close it, you can see that it actually gives you an option to transfer that. So when we swipe up, it will transfer that app over. But if we ignore that swipe, it will just lock our phone and not transfer that app over to that cover screen. So this is definitely a really useful setting depending on how you like to use your phone. So just go through here and select which one you like. I like to set it to swipe up to continue because I get the choice of whether I want that app to transfer to the cover screen. And if I don't want it to transfer over, I can just ignore it or lock my phone and it will not get transferred. All right, now if you recently picked up the brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 and you want to know everything that you need to do on your phone first to set it up properly, be sure to check out this video right here where I go over everything that you need to do first on your brand new phone. But that's going to do it for this video of some of my favorite quality of life settings everyone should change. Hope you guys enjoyed and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.